Like we need to be smoking cigars right now.
Yeah, that's like shit. We got new intro music. Shit, chilling.
How do you call me like that? What?
What's happening, world?
That's some instruments.
Happy Friday, y'all.
You know, it's good. Another Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals at VJ TV. We're at Media Meat Studio, Feral Films. It's another motherfucking Friday. We here chilling, doing what we do. Let me see something. Yeah, it's just chilling like a motherfucker, you know. It's a good Friday.
Hey, who's liking this heat right now, man?
It's not me.
I walked outside and the motherfucker, it seemed like I felt like I just felt a wave of heat just right over me. Man.
Right.
My dad, he out there in Sac, he said it's well over 100.
Oh, yeah,
it's well over a buck.
Well, if anybody ever been to Miami or the South, this is what they in store for.
Every day, huh?
Every day.
Every day, that's decent.
That humid heat is when it gets so hot it start raining.
Yeah, like it make you sticky. You know, I take cool showers, y'all.
Right.
You know, be smart, shit.
It's too hot.
I should
It's too hot.
It's hot out there. Shit, you know. But shit, you know, it's Glorious Friday. We in the building as always. So everybody, you know, me, I'm Deshaun, your host. We here. Johnny, go and tell them about your beat.
Got your boy J Hugh in the building, aka J Boogie. Catch me on Facebook, Instagram. Living my best life on Friday, man.
Living my best life. We got a guest with us tonight. My man Lamar, go and tell him. Introduce yourself, sir.
Well, first of all, I appreciate being here.
Always,
your
man.
Lamar Russell, in conjunction with Sylvester Insurance Agencies, pretty much specialize in getting people funeral final expenses, protection for paycheck losses, and mortgage protection, living benefits, the whole nine. So glad to be here and sharing the experiences that I have. You know, because we want to make sure this community is protected properly.
Yeah, you got to. That's what's up. You know. So, how'd you get started in that business?
Well, go back. Like my grandma, God rest her soul, she always kind of instilled the value of insurance with me. Because what we don't know is a lot of these other races, they've been building businesses for many moons off insurance policies, but they never gave us the game.
Exactly.
So about 2 years ago, I became an insurance agent.
Okay.
Reason why is because my father passed away. Pretty much he didn't have a policy. Me and my siblings were forced to pretty much come up with the money. So after that happened, you know, I graduated from college. I was looking into human resources, but for some reason couldn't find a job. So, you know, I got an opportunity to join an insurance firm. First I was kind of skeptical, but then, you know, kind of thought about it and I thought it would be a good avenue. And plus, you know, I feel like our people, they need to see somebody like us to explain that, because, you know, they need to see somebody that looks like us to explain exactly how this works. Because, you know, I feel like, especially in the community that I come from, I feel like a lot of young people, they don't believe in insurance because they don't understand how it works. They feel like, I feel like most people buy insurance policy with the mind frame of thinking that they're saying something is going to happen. That's like somebody saying, I'm going to die. But it's not you saying I'm going to die. It's you saying that if something happens to me, I want to make sure my family is set.
Exactly.
And I want to make sure, because I tell people, there's two reasons people cry when you die. Either going to cry because they miss you, or they're going to cry because they didn't have enough money and it was a financial burden for them to bury you. So I try to educate young people, especially because I know they don't really understand how it works.
Right.
One
of the keys to generational wealth
yes.
is insurance policies and living trusts and those type of things.
Yes.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna say this like I'm trying to, you know, sound racist or anything, but I had a Lyft driver one time, and he was a Arabian dude. Great pronunciation. I mean, like he spoke good, well English. And he was like, "Oh, this is my side hustle," and I was like, "Well, what do you do?" He was like, "Well, I sell life insurance." And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I know he's educating his people on how to go ahead and, you know, live better, or have some nest egg set up, have more than one pot if you can, however you can do it, and all the while, you know, if we're not educating ourselves, then, you know, we're our own downfall.
Exactly. And like I said, our people need to see somebody that looks like us so they understand it more. And like I said, these policies build cash value, so that's why I get to these young people to understand.
Right.
It builds cash value as you pay into it. So let's just say, for example, you had a policy and it was building cash value, you cancel it, you would get the cash value out of it. So you leave with something versus nothing. And when I try to explain to young people, these other races have been building businesses off these policies for many moons and many centuries.
Yeah.
But like any other thing, how it happens in America, they don't never give us the game. You know what I mean?
You want to hide something, what they say, you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book.
Hey, that's it. That's
Put
it.
it in the book.
That's why all the game is in the book.
Put it in the book.
That's why all the game is in the book.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, it's so much information out there, you know, that most people. What's up, Tiff?
Hello.
How you doing?
What's up with Blake?
So much information out there
Good.
that people don't gravitate to because one, they don't know about it,
Right.
scared to ask about it, you know, or been misguided or have their own preconceived notions about, like you said, the understanding of it.
Right.
You definitely, you know. Hold on. I don't know how many fucking notifications are. You definitely want to put your family up for y'all out there, you know, up on some type of insurance, put some money away because funerals ain't cheap.
No. 15,000 is the minimum in the Bay Area. That's the minimum right now.
Yeah.
And I tell people you want to have at least 30,000 because just like the price of gas, price of a home in 10 years is going to go up. Inflation. You got to think about inflation. So just because it's enough now doesn't mean it's going to be enough for the future.
Exactly. And then you get, you know, because I mean, one thing, just let's go into it with us, because you know how we be,
Right.
with families of our kind.
Yeah.
When somebody pass, it become a money grab. There's a lot of situations.
Yeah, they say
Wow.
people act
Everybody,
real bad when
people,
somebody dies.
Yeah.
People, I want this, I want that. You know, they
Right.
supposed to leave me this, and so you already got that
Right.
anguish.
Right.
You already got that anguish going on, and then on top of that, you still got to come up with the money to bury your loved one. Because I seen a video. It was on social media to where, and it was hella disrespectful, but it's cold. It's a cold game. The family, I guess, paid for the funeral and the check bounced, and they took the body out. They took the casket out. On the thing was like, nah, and the family got into a fight with the mortuary people behind the, you know, because I mean it's business, but
It's business.
That's not the one that tossed the body out.
I think they did. I didn't watch the whole video because I was just like,
I've seen that though, but that's what I try to get people to understand is that with a funeral home, they will have sympathy for you. In the day, it's a business, so they're not doing nothing until they get a check. I've been through that myself. I've been through that myself, so I know how it works. They left us in the. They wouldn't even let us go see my dad until they got the final payment. They said, you niggas are staying right there and waiting until you give us that check.
exactly.
So
He's
it's
sick.
about money.
They're sick.
Yeah,
It's a
they'll
cold
have
game.
compassion. They'll be like, you know, my
At the end of the day,
sympathy.
this is business.
But till I get my check, I'm not doing nothing. I understand it.
Yeah.
Because that's like
It's
somebody who's a
business.
mechanic. If somebody's a mechanic, they not doing nothing until they not touching your car until they get some money. So I get it.
And you want to have those resources, and because you don't want to leave your family with that burden.
Exactly.
That's why you see a lot of people with the GoFundMes, the fish fries, the car washes, and I mean, I ain't nothing wrong with none of that. If that's what you got to do, I get it, but you want to alleviate that from your peoples. You know, you don't want to have people trying to figure out digging in the Crown Royal bag looking for coins to bury you.
You already been an asshole while you were here, and you
Exactly.
And the thing about it, it's not expensive.
Right.
The way I explain it to people, it's not expensive. We spend money on everything all day long. People buy clothes, people buy cars, people buy everything. And this is what I try to tell people. You want to look at you're the machine that keeps everything going. We got to protect the machine. People put insurance on their phones, put insurance on their house, I even seen people put insurance on their pets.
Oh yeah.
So you telling me that your life is not worth more than all of that?
Exactly.
So when I speak with people, I have to see who I'm dealing with. Like if I can't care more about you or your life than you do. So once I'm dealing with parties they don't care, I can't do nothing about it, because if you don't value your life, then who am I to tell you what your life is worth?
Right.
You know. So like I said, it's just about it's just about understanding that it's not expensive. And we just got to be responsible.
The people need to be informed.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's all.
Hold on. Somebody said my family better not ever spend $30,000 to bury me.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Or you could be turned into a tree. You know, they got the thing.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Well, I actually see
Instead of
members
the
all
ground.
the time. I see members and they like, well, she can just they tell me the wife, they be like, it's like a joke. They say, she can just bury me in the backyard. I don't care. She bury me in the backyard. I say, you know what, sir? You are fine with that, but she's not going to do that.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean?
'Cause that means
Like-
she's gonna do it with my hand.
that's what they did in the South.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna be
Family
sitting there.
plot in the backyard.
Right.
Got a good 3 feet.
I'll be like, hey, she's not going to want to do that. I understand
Like,
what
let's
you're
go in the
saying.
back. Let's go in the backyard and play baseball. Nah, I'm cool.
Not right now. Next year.
Nah, the ball always seem to go weird when they go over by
it's a
the peach
cactus
tree.
growing
Right.
When they go by the peach tree, the ball always get lost.
I mean, even if you don't want to have an expensive funeral, I understand
Yeah.
people that say that. I totally understand it. But just make sure you're leaving somebody, your kids or your family, your mom, whoever it might be.
Yeah.
Because it depends on the individual. Some people need $500,000. They want to leave that. Some people want to only leave $20,000. It just depends on the individual. So,
Right.
like I said, it's based on what you feel like, what you need to protect.
Right.
You know, so I mean, we just got to be more cautious of what we're doing out here, man.
Yeah. 'Cause these trying times is
Yeah.
trying times.
Right. And we don't know what's going to happen with the corona. Me coming from the insurance perspective, right now we've been able to approve people, but that's not to say in 2 years that they might try to say, well, if you got diagnosed with corona,
Your
you might be uninsurable.
Your shit gonna be high.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
So,
gonna have
your
infomercials,
shit
you know,
gonna be
shit
high.
like if
Yeah.
you got cancer when
Yeah.
you had the COVID-19.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was
You know.
pandemic insurance before this broke out. Is there pandemic insurance?
no, but there's
Was it
living
before?
benefits. There's living benefits. Living benefits is like if you get diagnosed with cancer or like say a critical illness such as a stroke or heart
Yeah.
attack. There's benefits that pay you while you're alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah.
Like Aflac.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
I
Aflac.
got
Yeah.
this.
So that pays you, like say if something happened, that pays you while you're alive versus you gotta wait till you pass away then your beneficiary gets it. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of people don't understand how living benefits work. I ask people all the time, do you know what living benefits are? They say no. I say, well, these benefits pay you while you're alive. I mean, it's cool you're gonna leave your family some money, but
Yeah.
what about you?
Exactly.
You
Because
know.
you off work, disability
Exactly.
would pay you for so long.
I hate to get
50 to 60% depending on how many hours you work.
I hate to throw this in there, but Aaron Hernandez killed himself because of insurance.
Exactly.
Well, that's because his
Well, not
his
because of
contract.
insurance.
Yeah,
I
That's
mean,
because
he
his
was already-
contract. That was
That
his
is right.
contract.
He did do that.
That was
did do
his
that.
insurance
He
clause
was already
to
mentioned
make
that.
sure his
Exactly.
family was taken care of.
So I can't be mad at the man
I
for that.
respect
I
him for that.
respect him for that. He looked out for his
I
family.
respect
Because
him
if he
to
would
the
have did the
fullest.
time to the extent, they wouldn't have gotten nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
I respect him to the fullest for that.
Yeah, I watched that documentary. That
That
was
was
really, that was big.
an
That was
ugly
respect him.
move.
Yeah, that's
It was
big.
I mean, he couldn't use it. You got to think about it.
No,
he
he
knew he
couldn't
couldn't
use
use it,
it.
so he like, I'm
No.
about to do this. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, he's
Somebody gonna live.
I gotta
Exactly.
take care of my
Somebody gonna
family.
live.
His daughter.
That-
his daughter and his wife is sick.
Yeah, I respect
I
that.
respect that. I respect
I
that.
respect that.
He was dead anyway mentally.
It's
I mean, he was
something-
in prison for the rest
I
of his
respect
life.
what he
Yeah,
did
yeah.
to get in the
But not
situation,
not
but I
before
respect
that.
that atonement that he did
Yeah, yeah.
for his family.
Yeah.
You know, so nobody be like, oh man,
Yeah.
they condoning killings.
Yeah, because I'm gonna let you know,
No, I ain't
being an insurance agent, there is a clause in there that say
Mhm.
any suicidal. It is a clause if you have a policy
Suicide
that says any
is no
suicide, they will not pay it. So don't think about doing
Yeah.
anything like that because they are not going to pay you.
Right, and Hernandez situation was based on the laws in
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Exactly.
That if you died during the conviction in the appeal, your conviction is overturned.
Exactly.
It's thrown away. So what happened was, because he killed himself and died while he was still in the appeal status, his charges went away, which the Patriots were trying to void his contract because of his guilty,
Exactly.
his case. And because it got thrown out, that means there's no case, so they had to honor his contract.
Yep.
Thank you for
So
breaking that down for the folks.
that's
Nah,
what
it
that
was deep,
is.
though. It was deep. It was
Yeah,
deep.
that
deep.
was
Yeah, that was.
that is a hell of a lawyer.
They call
That
that the cold game.
was.
That's a hell of a lawyer that
was,
just said,
though.
my man.
Yeah, that was.
He
He need to
said-
pay him double.
He said, my man. You know, y'all need to get into this type of stuff. You know,
Yes, he was a gangbanger.
who all watching it? Everybody say what's happening. I can't see who all on for some reason. I don't know why, but just hello to everybody. I see you got 10, 12.
He said he didn't know
I can't. Usually I'll be able to see who all on, but I can't. But anyway, what's happening, y'all? Y'all good today? You know, we sipping cheap, man. What's up? What's happening?
I want to go back to that weather you boys talking about earlier, man, Johnny. Because dude, I was out early this morning. It started out just humid. It wasn't like that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was,
then
like a 70 around, around 7 and 8. It was like 70s.
I wasn't ready for that. We're in the middle of summer.
Yeah, this heat is disrespectful, man.
Yeah,
Even around 12, there was
Farrell here.
I'm over at the
What's
airport,
happening,
and it was like clouds, and
Yeah.
kind of like a little breeze.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, I feel that.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I got to the house, it was 3. I said, man, this is bullshit.
I thought it was
Exactly.
earthquake weather.
And then it just started increasing. And, you know, man, like I said, I want to go visit my pops and whatnot, but it's like, nigga, I'll be there in a minute. Give me about 10 September.
You know, this is the type of weather if you had a problem with somebody in the street and you about to fight, like, nigga, we gonna do this after.
Wait till it cool down. After 5, nigga. After 5.
I'll see you next month, nigga.
I'll see you next month.
I'll see you next month.
Wait till you get a little
Wait till
cloudy.
October, motherfucker. Wait till October,
Because I'm
motherfucker.
not coming out with this heat wave. I am not fucking with it.
Right.
Like, you got it.
Right.
Yeah, this heat. They talking about being here like this for 7 days. I seen it on the news. They talking about 7 days, brother.
Hey,
It ain't even September. September's the hottest month of the
Indian
year.
summer.
Indian summer and the end of
Yeah.
October is when it gets super.
Yeah.
But speaking of this super hot weather, I'm pretty sure the lake gonna be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yes,
we were
girls
speaking
take
earlier,
the lake back to-
motherfuckers gonna be out there with no mask on. I bet because it's gonna be so hot. You see, I got my mask up.
Dude, that's the
Shout out to
birthplace
Nisha
of
Daniels
our
who made my
mask.
mask.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
nice
saying? You
mask.
see that Cognac Confessionals mask?
Yeah.
Y'all need to look her up, man. She do great work.
Yeah.
You know,
I bet you
always,
steppers, man.
Hey,
always-
send us the link. Let me know.
always,
I
you
like
know,
that.
support black businesses. You know, I support us all day.
Let
I'm
us
gonna order
know.
some more too, so I'm finna hit her up.
Yeah, I like that.
Then also, you know, I went to the Mac and Mob shop today. Beat the weed in the spot.
turfs up.
Cuzzo, Twomps, murder. You know, I went. You know, I gotta support the peoples.
And I remember when Beto Weedle put that turfs up, man, back in 2007. He had the whole town going crazy off that turfs up.
That's classic slap.
Yeah,
Shout
man, I
out.
remember.
Reach out like MCI used to do.
Oh man, you know what they say? Pour your own troubles.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
He said, "You're your own bartender."
Yeah, be your own bartender. Yeah.
Just for that,
So,
pour me a
How's
drink.
everybody's week been going, man?
It's pretty good,
cool.
man. I mean, unlike the heat, I mean, it's going pretty
It's been a
good.
cool-
This year's going by pretty quick, man.
Man,
It's about to be.
yeah.
And we might not even have a football season this year,
'Cause
man.
it's been ugly.
But 2020 is a wrap, man.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
2020 is a
We're in
wrap.
week 21 too.
Lightweight though. I mean, if you
Halfway,
really
maybe.
think, if you
It's a
really think
rebound
that
year. It's a rebound
December
year.
is going to get like all of a sudden better.
Yeah.
And you
Oh
out
yeah,
your
because
black-
that's when
you
the
out your
that's when the
regular ass month.
Sagittarius season. That's when
Oh,
the best
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Sagittarius
You just had
season.
to throw that in.
Juice WRLD died.
That silly motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
I heard
Kobe
about
Bryant
that.
died.
Right.
Yeah.
Kobe.
And then Pop Smoke died.
Now, this has been,
And
hey, when
then
Kobe
the
Bryant died in
pandemic
January,
broke out.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I knew this was gonna be a bad year, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just keep it all the way on. When that happened, I'm like, damn.
After
this is
Kobe,
wrong.
it was the pandemic.
Yep,
The
that's
pandemic
right,
was
Mr.
George
Johnson.
Floyd.
That's I said. Insurance
we didn't
policy.
get a
That's how
break.
you
Yeah,
build
we gotta
generational
break. Yeah,
wealth.
you gotta
Black
break.
community
Definitely.
get hit.
Yeah.
If
Hard,
if
left and right.
Absolutely.
Oh my bad.
oh no, you got it. So yeah, definitely. We had a comment.
Yeah.
John Johnson said insurance policies build wealth. Exactly. That's how you build generational wealth in your families. You leave that policy behind, and then they build on it and keep building. That's how you do it. That and you get a time machine and invest in Amazon and Google.
Exactly.
Just don't be like Michael Douglas in The Perfect Murder and rig something.
And make sure you get a policy review. That's what I'm gonna tell everybody out there. Make sure, because trust me, I've seen a lot of members who've had a policy for 20 years. Trust me, if you bought a policy 20 years, you don't know what that policy is worth. So,
Yeah.
you know, you can reach out to me. I'll do it at no cost. I won't
Okay,
tell
that's
you no
good,
more
fam.
insurance. You know, like I said, but make sure you get a policy review. It's important.
Yeah.
Make sure you know whether it's whole life term, universal, whatever, accidental. Make sure you know what you're paying for, because what happens is you're not going to be the one who cashes in on that policy when you pass away. It's going to be the beneficiary, and they're not going to know anything. So
Right.
just make sure whoever sold you the policy that they give you a policy review.
Make sure y'all check on that. I'm telling y'all, insurance is the way to go. You gotta have some type of insurance
Yeah.
on your family, on yourself. I mean, shit, you can't drive a car without insurance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get your shit took it.
Yeah.
Get your license.
Well, you're not supposed to. You can, but you're not supposed
I mean, yeah,
They'll
you
take
can-
your
you
car.
can- I can do anything.
They take your car.
I can do anything I want.
Yeah.
Consequences to the
Yeah,
shit.
There's consequences to this shit. They'll take
Every
your
action
car.
has a reaction.
Yeah, but I mean,
Your
that,
liability.
hey, real talk. I know, you know, usually we sit here, we talk a lot of shit. We're gonna talk some shit in a little bit about the current shit, but this right here, what we talking about right now, though, seriously though, y'all, I mean, think about it. If you sit there and spend crazy amounts of money on weed, weave,
He said weed.
drink, cigars, condoms,
Ooh.
whatever you spending and wasting your money on. You following the bitch on the OnlyFans?
Right.
Orders.
You could be putting that shit away to some insurance.
Right.
I'm just saying, it's only a little bit. Like a car salesman tell you, man, that just means 3 less sodas a week.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what
For
I tell
real.
people. I'm keeping
That's
it.
real.
That's what I tell them. Is if you drink coffee, just one less cup of coffee a week. I mean, whatever
Think about it.
what everybody thinks is different. I try to tell them whatever you're into, just lessen that, and this is going to pay you back. This is the difference between anything else you purchase. This pays you back.
Exactly.
Versus with everything else you buy, you don't get. If you buy a pair of new shoes, you put them you wear them a couple times and they old.
You crease it. Yeah, you one time you step and crease, you messed up your Air Forces. Mad. You're going to be mad. You ain't getting no insurance. You can't take them back.
Right.
So, hey, real talk, man. I hope y'all paying attention. Get y'all some insurance. Because, matter of fact, this is, what was it? You did, remember one of my insurance things came through to you, and you was like, oh, shit, that's my neighbor. And he was like, bro, I seen your thing. I was like,
Yeah. Small world. Yeah. I think I went to, I think it was a superintendent of your union.
Yeah.
I went to his house. Very nice gentleman.
One of my frat brothers.
Yeah. And, it's a small world. He ended up knowing this gentleman. We was talking about, he's like, yeah, I know Deshaun, And like I said, it's just good to, get insurance. I mean, even if, just get a little bit. I mean,
It's good.
Yeah, it's something.
I mean, you don't have to get a lot. Get a little bit. I mean, just get enough to make sure your family don't have a financial burden. Because, like I said,
Like what? 30 grand you're talking about? What's a little bit?
I mean, anywhere from
Depends on
15
you.
to 30. It depends on you, though. Because some people don't want a regular funeral. Some people want to be cremated. Or some people just want to make sure their family got some money left over.
Yeah.
So, and then what I get a breadwinner to understand is they have income protection. What is income protection? That means if something happens to you, that's going to provide your spouse with a check for up to 5 years. Reason why that's important. Imagine your wife being a stay-at-home mom, or maybe she's got a job but she's not bringing in the bulk of the money.
Right.
Imagine if something happens to you. What
That
is going to
lifestyle
happen
change.
to your wife?
That lifestyle
She's
change.
gonna meet another dude and forget about you eventually, because that's what happens. So
Or he might dog her out. He might dog her out, so that might not happen.
leave the money to the kids.
That too.
I'm just
Yeah, I know.
I'm speaking of entertainment.
Yeah. We don't get into
Normally,
it in a
that's what
minute.
happens.
Yeah.
And throughout time, people they don't forget about you, but they move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So leave the money to the kids.
I'm coming back.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you need income
Coming back
protection,
hot in
because
your
the
ass.
kids are the ones depending on that paycheck.
Exactly. And if you don't have any kids, what do? Do you still leave it with them?
Bury it with you.
No.
And hope
Take
that-
it with you.
Leave them
No,
out.
come on, you can't
Leave
say
them
that.
out. Bury it with you.
Somebody in your family
Hey,
that deserve it.
bury that shit in hella spots and then leave a map so they can be looking for you. Show shit like
Selfish move. Never be buried
Pirates of
with
the
your money.
Caribbean.
Somebody in your
They
family
looking for your
you.
shit. Thundar the last barbarian looking for shit.
Anybody who bury themselves with money is a selfish motherfucker. There's somebody in the family that can use it.
Love yourself. That way they dig you up. That way the sun can kiss my ass one more time. No, I'm just playing.
Or are you? That nigga just acting like he's joking. Sip that one more time and tell us that was the truth.
That was a joke. I'm just joking.
But I'm just saying, just make sure you have something. I mean, I can't tell. I don't tell nobody, because everybody I deal with is different. Some people need a $500,000. Some people only need 25,000. It depends on the individual. What I'm saying is make sure you have at least have a financial burden. Because like you said, you're going to have to do chicken fries, car washes, GoFundMes. Like, every time I see a GoFundMe on Facebook, it irks me.
Well, some people's jobs have life insurance built into it too.
But let me tell you about that.
Benefits.
Let me tell you about that life insurance to your job. Your employer is the policy holder of that. That's not your policy. Because if you stop working, that policy is not valid.
It's not valid anymore.
It's only valid while you're working.
Hold up, let me see.
What happened?
Hey,
We have a little bit of technical difficulty.
camera is-
We're off?
No, we're still
We're
on.
on,
The
but
camera
it's not
is
pointing at
it's
us at
only
all.
showing that way.
Can I get my phone? Can I do
You click something on the thing.
Stop blaming me for shit.
Hey, bro. Hey, we still on.
No,
We got
no,
you.
good.
No, we're good.
I'm looking.
Look. This is
I'm
what we
looking.
see.
Look,
This is what I see
all I see is the corner
on my line.
of the wall.
See, that's what old people do. They don't look.
Yeah, they don't look.
They
I see the
look.
corner of the
got it.
wall.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Move the
Chief. I know
camera.
that you fall into that category
Cameras.
too.
I thought you. Well,
Now-
I didn't think you included me, but now that you included me,
I did. I swear.
something tells me you're not a youngster.
I mean, not as old as y'all, but
our bad,
you
y'all.
know,
We still on, but
on. No, we're back.
you
No, actually 40.
Okay, well, good.
Bingo. There we go. Okay, we back. Our bad, y'all. We was having Negro difficulties.
So let me ask y'all this: what do y'all think about this nomination for vice president? Let's get into that.
Let's get into that. Oh yeah. Okay.
Let's get into the current topic.
Let's go into the current shit. So it's been. We got it. We got the screen back. Our bad, y'all. The camera did some weird shit.
Quit tripping, goddammit.
So
they almost went to Netflix on it.
Yeah,
right.
They was like, "What these niggas doing? What are they doing?" So my thing is with Kamala Harris, when she was DA, because I look at both sides of shit. I try to, really bury myself and give myself an educated thought process before I give a real, actual response. I don't agree with her on her past and what shit she did.
Right.
But once again, and I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I always tell you motherfuckers this, but just in case you're watching this shit for the first time, I fuck both parties. But no, I ain't no communist. I'm a realist.
Really?
So
straight up.
The Democrats have done what they've always done. They've done a move that was projected to get the nigga vote. And that's what they did. But at the same time, I feel the anger of people that's saying, "Oh, fuck them, this some bullshit." Yeah, I feel it. But at the same time, you got to ride with that because you only got two options.
That's real.
And once again, until we get real people to get in these positions, you're only going to be stuck with the lesser of two evils. And that's the bigger picture.
That's real.
But until we can get in those positions, we have to deal with the shit we deal with. So, I mean, I would never vote for the orange bitch.
But in reality, I'm sorry. I mean, I really feel like Trump is going to really run another term. Not because I want it to happen, but because, I'm sorry, I mean, we've had one black president.
I didn't do shit either.
And that's
not
fine.
For our people.
That's fine, but all the other presidents, they're all the same nationality.
Yes.
They all had the same agenda, essentially.
Why is the unemployment at the lowest under Trump?
Because I said we had nothing but white presidents. I mean,
right.
And unfortunately, it's not going to change. I mean, I'm sorry, we talk bad about Obama, and I'm even say if Obama was dark skinned, he wouldn't have been a president. And I mean, it's sad that I have to say that, or I have to acknowledge that. But again, because of that in itself. What makes people think that Trump is not going to run another term? I mean, I'm just sorry. I'd rather go ahead and be realist. And I know people say, "Oh, your vote counts." I get it, but at the same time, we're still in slavery.
Well, he has the momentum.
Our vote, that too.
Yes.
That too. We're still in slavery. I mean,
modern day slavery.
I mean, like a motherfucker though. And we voted for that to end. We all wanted that to end, but that still is going on to this day, even with, how, you saying that you want to go ahead and be the voice of the education of other black, African-American people about insurance. Well, and it's good for that, but we need a team of you. We need a bunch of you. We need a horde of you because we need everyone to be educated. We don't just want, one side of the spectrum. And with that said, I'm sorry. I think Trump is going to run again.
Well, the thing I would say about the Kamala Harris and Biden situation is that us as black people, we can't let the same thing that happened with Hillary happen with this situation. The reason why I say that is that if you look back with Hillary, and I'm not saying, I know they did a lot of things that wasn't right because they created that mass incarceration, that 3 strikes law. Exactly. Her and her husband put that into effect, and that affected people of our color.
Exactly.
That didn't affect nobody else. And if you look at the percentage of black men who are incarcerated, it's for non-violent crimes.
Right.
So what does that say? It's for more drug-related crimes. Now, what I'm saying is that I don't believe any crime is right. What I'm saying is that somebody who's selling drugs to provide for their family when they have no other option or they see no other option is not the same as somebody murdering or raping anybody. So what I'm saying is that they created that 3 strikes law. Because of that, 4 years ago, black people did not vote for it because black folks They did not trust Hillary.
That came under the Clintons.
They did not trust Hillary. They didn't trust the
Them
Clintons. They didn't trust them. That's why black folks didn't vote in 2016. Because black folks like, I don't trust neither one of them, so they just didn't vote.
Right.
But the problem is, like Deshaun said, we cannot let this orange guy stay in office for another 4 years. It's like, I understand how people feel. It's like the lesser two evils. But
you have to swallow that pill.
We can't continue to let this happen. We have to do something. I mean, let me ask you this. Do you want another, can us as black people survive another 4 years under this current administration? Let me ask you that.
We always have. Of course we can.
We can, but do we want to is the question.
No, of course, but
Pressure
I think
make
that's
diamonds.
the thing about it. We definitely can.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely don't want to.
Right.
But as long as I'm not a burden on society, essentially, I'm gonna be all right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with that said, again, because of that, and that goes on either side of the spectrum, you know. But at the same verse, right now, you know, money talks, bullshit runs a marathon.
Right.
You can't be naive to the fact that, you know, Ronald Reagan was an actor.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had people be in charge just because of their fucking name.
Yeah.
With no
Schwarzenegger.
fucking, with no political backgrounds or, you know, real like means to be where they are. And Trump is there now.
Yeah.
Well, he's been in political part. He's been, I mean.
Oh, of course that. But now,
He,
you know,
he knew his shit. When you saw him go against Hillary, he knew his shit.
he was ready.
He was
prepared.
ready.
Well,
He
black
was
folks
prepared.
didn't trust Hillary. That was a problem.
Yeah.
We didn't.
We
We
weren't-
didn't vote
Not
for her.
only that, people weren't ready for a woman president. Also.
That too.
You
That
know,
I will
like-
agree with that.
Unfortunately,
Because you know they have the mood swing.
She
No,
was
no,
shady.
no knocking
She
no
was getting
female,
shady,
but
no.
you know,
People weren't ready for it.
Unfortunately, the world wasn't ready.
They wasn't ready
for a female.
because they like we already had this black
It was
man.
either a female president or Trump. And
Yeah.
this is the deal, dude. This is one thing I read up on. The majority of people who voted for Obama voted for Trump. People were ready for, you know, when people were scared, I guess, with the white power shit
Well,
was, you know,
yeah.
fading. Because Obama was the president 8 years. So when Trump, people wanted that white power back.
Because people felt like we already avoided. I mean, I knew Hillary wasn't going to get voted in because I looked at it like they let a black man in office. There's no way they like we let a black man in office. We ain't letting a woman in office right after.
Because historically,
Not right after.
they don't respect their own woman.
Yes,
They don't.
they don't. That is what it is.
Richard Allen Davis,
They don't.
polyclass, that's what kicked it off. Yeah.
They don't. What was I gonna say? One of the things I think about, and this is just my wild thought. You know, orange dude need to get out. Definitely.
Yeah.
That orange bitch need to be the fuck gone.
That's real.
And
Orange bitch.
Hey, but it's real. It's real.
and it ain't just him though. The thing is, it's not just him because he's just the face, the puppet.
Yeah.
You know, because it's the motherfuckers behind him
Exactly, Supreme
that
Court.
think like him, and the people he put in positions that need to go.
That's real.
Because I had this conversation with one of my coworkers, and they was like, "Man, I wish that motherfucker would die." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Don't wish death on no one." But the thing is, he's just one motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, asshole.
One he died. That don't stop the machine. It's a whole machine.
Yeah.
Well, I think the
The
vice
whole
president is
system.
more of a
Just the
problem
face
than
of
him.
Pence is a
The
little
vice,
closet
I knew he was
bitch.
a problem because if you look back at the inauguration when Trump was elected in 2016, this is how I knew this guy wasn't cool. So you know how they all shake each other's hands, the presidents. So Obama was standing right there. Mike Pence deliberately shook everybody's hand, and when he got to Obama and Michelle, he went the other way. You know what I'm saying? So I already know we
His
dealing with
racism
him.
ran that deep.
I mean, but we you know we dealing with that. I mean, he's a straight up racist.
Remember, Snoop at the Source Awards, motherfucker. We know where we at.
Right.
I got a two-pronged question I want to ask.
Oh shit.
Y'all.
Here we go.
This is a two-pronged question real quick. When y'all first heard of Obama and him running for presidency, did you think he was going to win, one? And two, do you think there'll ever be another black president again?
I'll let you go first. I'll let you guys go first.
I thought he would win. And again, I'm sorry. I thought he would win, and I thought, unfortunately, because of the color lines, I thought, and would there be another black president? The only way, he's got to be Republican.
Right.
I mean, he's got to be like real.
Like the homeboy who died recently, he was running.
He's got to be real gung ho.
Yeah, the coronavirus got him supposedly.
I hate to say
Allegedly.
that.
The motherfucking
And if he and
where children
and
sipping Mai Tai.
if he's Republican,
He's up there with
I'll take it as
motherfucker
far
that didn't hang
as saying
himself.
that the color lines might still play a role too,
That's real.
even if he's on the other side of the spectrum.
The second black
hell
president
yeah.
would
But
be
if he's
Kamala Harris
Republican,
after
but
Joe
here's the deal.
Biden passes.
You think so?
unfortunately.
If he's Republican, he can win
Could
dark
be.
skin. That's what
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
That's
this,
my point.
this is a chess move. These
That's-
things
you're right
are
about that. You're
plotted
right
and
about that.
Right.
thought out well ahead.
They are. Because he was just saying, I mean, and Trump had a point, not to give him no praise, but what he just went on national TV and said is that all those nasty things she said about him, and nowhere in the world would you pick somebody, but like you just said, it's a chess move. Just like with Hillary and Obama, the same situation.
Chess move.
You know?
Can I transition this?
Yeah.
So what y'all think about what Cuba Gooding Jr., the lawyer and attorney or whatever, talking about the women with small breasts have a demented way of thinking. They think
So-
it's a story.
Oh, he was trying to stir some shit up.
That's what that was.
It
Well,
might have
come
been
on, dog. When
clickbait
you drop
if he-
something like that about
if-
women's breasts, you know that you're gonna
If
get
he
attention.
he don't get
Hey
nothing.
man, I'm just checking ain't cheap.
I'm gonna give him the Kill Yourself award.
Yeah.
You just
Definitely.
kill yourself.
He deserves it.
I thought
That-
you said you don't want to wish nobody death.
I didn't say I
I
did not say I wish death on him. I just said kill yourself.
The Kill Yourself Award though.
Yeah. I mean, because that
1,
was
2,
some dumb
3
shit.
done.
That was some.
What's it?
I'm just saying. I mean, we got to defend the women. You know,
Yes.
the itty bitty, small breast matters.
Oh, bee stings matter?
It's
a cold tea.
all
Cherries.
all
Bee
breast
stings
matters.
matter with 2 little bees right there.
These things matter.
Contains cognac.
What?
Contains cognac.
Oh shit! No, go with the.
Oh, that's the
with
What's the
the
alcohol
That's
percentage?
the gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Alcohol percentage?
Hey,
Nine.
I tasted the one that you left at my house the other day. I didn't like that shit.
You didn't like it?
Nah,
I like that one. That one was my shit.
I get another.
I like that. The tequila one is
Yeah,
good. I like
that's
that
the one I had. That's
Is this malt? This ain't malt, right?
We don't drink
No,
malt.
man.
Malt.
Okay.
Malt.
And
Malt
no.
like big fat.
They put malt in so many of these new cans.
Hey,
of
exactly,
fucking
Farrell.
fruit
Natural.
shits.
Hey.
I mean, man,
Natural's got malt.
I don't do the malt.
That
Stella is a
whole
malt.
statement on
Look at the
the
back of Stella or Twitter
the
that says malt liquor.
dude lawyer, that was some buffoonery shit.
Stella?
Stella.
That was,
Stella
I think
is
that
a
was just some
Johnson malt
clickbait just to get people
Look at the bottom of the
distracted
way
and
down.
and to
Yeah.
get Cuba's name out there again.
Yeah.
Because once again, that's all this shit is chess moves.
Yeah.
And it's all, all the shit that's going on is
Shit tastes great.
keeping people paying attention to shit when there's some other shit going on. Because you got the orange bitch trying to shut down the post office right now.
Yeah.
You got a lot of shit going on, but we so distracted and all these different things going on that nobody paid. I mean, there's some people that pay attention, but
Yeah.
the general populace does not pay attention because niggas only have a 15-minute attention span.
You say
And
the
I
best
said
all time.
that.
You say the banana in the tailpipe.
We fall for it every time.
Yeah, we do.
That's real.
We
Shit,
do.
you might as well. Hey, there's so much banana in the tailpipe. You niggas should have a whole ocean liner full of banana pudding made because you niggas fall for the shit
That's real.
historically. Like,
And that's because motherfuckers love staying in the wish factor.
Yeah.
Once you get into a certain age bracket, you gotta let that bullshit go. It's one thing to be proud of yourself. It's another thing to have pride.
real.
And I don't think motherfuckers, that's what keeps motherfuckers from getting educated. Making good decisions.
Yeah.
Even going as far as doing their own podcast, doing shit like that, venturing out. We got to get out of that mindset, man. That mindset, it holds us back so
What's
often.
the first step to get out of that? To reach out to people who
Acceptance.
need it.
yeah.
Acceptance. That's the first.
I-
And admitting that it's a problem.
I really have to agree with that. Yeah, it's acceptance.
Yes,
You have to admit that you're dumb. Not saying that you're a dummy.
the first step.
You have to admit that
recovery
you are without
is,
knowledge. You have to admit that something. I don't know shit. You have to. You can't go through life thinking you know everything.
Or
No,
better yet,
hell no, nobody likes to
know it
all.
I don't
Nobody
even think
likes
it's.
to know it all anyway.
I don't. Was that?
Because
It sucks.
once
No,
you,
no, no.
Oh, it sucks.
it's not the business.
No,
Anything in a purple can.
It's not Remy.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on, dog.
purple cans. No
He
way.
wanted to go. He wanted to go with the purple wall and
That's
shit.
Jake
We gonna
Jack
cover
juice.
that fucking
That's
purple
Jake
wall.
Jack.
We leave that alone. But like you said, with the admittance, you have to hold accountability. Motherfuckers don't never want to be accountable for the
Right.
parts they play, and then once you start like learning that, then you start realizing that everybody ain't gotta agree with you,
Right.
and that's okay. As long as a motherfucker don't disrespect you, then you have to go ahead and say, you know, wait a minute, hold up. But if they don't agree, that's called the God-given right. You know,
you don't want to be around anyone who agrees with everything.
Exactly.
You fucking say
Yes, man.
Some ignorant motherfuckers will lie up and down and say yes, they do.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people will
That's a yes
actually
man.
say,
That's
"Hell
a yes
yeah, I
man.
want to be around that motherfucker."
Yeah.
And then you know, and then you know, so now it's like, now it's like, you know, oh, you know, let's I'm gonna walk off this pier.
Yeah.
Come with me. Oh yeah, for sure.
And you got to put you got to put yourself around educated people. One thing I tell people is, if I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong room.
Yeah.
I knew you was about to
I'm in the
drop
wrong room. I need to go to another room.
Right.
You changed the words on that one. Though. You see the circle.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Oh,
real.
with the circle, yeah, you know my circle. My circle stay the same.
Yeah. Yeah. But you
But
want
my
to be around people
square
that's
is
helping you
immense.
build.
But the more money you get, the smaller your circle becomes. That's how it should be. It ain't it ain't like that with a lot of these cats. That's the problem.
It depends on what narrative you speaking
Right.
of, though.
Get your hands out of my pocket.
Because you know,
Exactly.
you
I
know,
always wanted to say that.
you different people. You deal with different people on different levels.
You do.
Right.
Just like, for example, let me give you examples. Like, say if you're married, right? You ain't gonna go talk to your partner that's single because he ain't gonna understand what you're going through with your wife. He gonna
Right.
say, "Oh man, let's go out and
Let's go get some
Fuck
business.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
All
like
you
if you're trying to start a business, you're not gonna go talk to the partner on the street that ain't
Right,
about
right,
nothing because all he gonna do is bring you down because he ain't gonna understand. Oh, that shit ain't gonna work.
Talk to another,
You know?
you talk to
You gotta talk to
motherfucker
people that when you're dealing with. That's what I learned as I got
Yeah.
older. When you're dealing with certain situations, you gotta talk to certain people in certain situations.
Right.
Of course.
Because everybody is not right to talk about everything.
Yeah.
Right,
It's-
right,
of
right.
course, dude, of
And they
course.
think they're helping you. Don't get me wrong. The people you love, they think they're helping you, but what they really do, they stopping you from growing in a sense too. At the same time.
Yeah, that is true.
You know,
That is true.
Well, my mom told me when I was young, friends are a reflection of who you are.
That's real.
True.
And
That's
then
true.
You have different friends, and you have to check this out, dude. You ever notice when you're growing up, there's certain friends you can't even fucking mix?
Yeah.
There's guys you
Yeah.
can't even bring in the same fucking room.
You know what though?
Because-
I really try to practice staying away from that though.
It'd be-
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Because he told them, you know what?
Yeah, yeah.
I got you. I know
I
you.
Yeah,
want
yeah.
all my
I do.
motherfuckers
I
together
do.
to congregate.
I do, but
even
then-
if they don't get along, they still
Yeah,
be
like
able
we
to
still be having
yeah,
some kind
yeah.
of like level
But then if
plateau.
you leave, all of a sudden the shit escalates. You have to be there though.
You know, again, you know, I ain't going.
Then you
That's where
Trust
you really
me,
gotta say, hold
Trust
up.
me.
We used to go out and parties and shit, and we had a partner who used to always be loaded
Yeah.
and shit, and everywhere. I mean, and we'd have to stop motherfuckers from. We all having fun and
Yeah.
We
Now,
all
yeah,
got
here's the
that
thing.
part.
Let's
No,
here we
I-
go.
yeah, I got it.
So
I can't
now,
say
but
that.
today he's a completely different person. But back then,
Somebody with his ass.
he no,
They wasn't gonna let it
we
happen.
wasn't gonna let it happen.
And y'all
Was
just
not
stop
gonna
calling
happen.
his ass.
It was not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
But
that nigga.
Nigga, I don't fuck with you.
we was at a party
Yeah.
and this cat seen. He was like, "Man, y'all partner." He said, "You know something?" Dude, he said, "Here." Did just like that. Let that nigga keep drinking. He pass out. And y'all niggas enjoy yourself. And it was like, he's like, bruh, don't let the nigga fuck up y'all fun. Look out for your nigga, but if that's what he need,
That nigga needed a babysitter when y'all went out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I mean, like I said, to this day, he completely handles
Well,
his
he
business
matured.
and all
He
that.
matured.
But-
Yeah, matured.
And he was going through shit at the time.
Right.
So, you know, but exactly, he had them growing pains, but our circle, we was there. And was like, fuck it, get loaded, pass out. Long as you ain't fucking up to where we got to be doing some extra shit to some people,
Right.
you know, because we some extra shit,
Yeah, right.
you know, because we with the shits.
Right.
We with the shits.
We
Like,
with
what's
the
gonna
shits.
take?
We ain't starting.
Yeah.
We
We
ain't
ain't
starting
starting
no problems,
nothing.
but we ain't running from none.
We
either.
ain't. I'm a humble
mind
servant of the
enterprise.
community.
Yeah, we
You know.
the quiet giant.
Yeah,
That's
I'm a
what you
humble
call it.
servant of the community.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna start nothing.
Yeah, I had a partner like that too. He
Yeah.
was one of them homeboys. I don't know what time we was in the club. It's like this is a long time ago, and I remember we was over there in the corner. I just heard some commotion. I knew it was my partner. It's like before I even went over there, I had a feeling, and when I got over there, it was about
lit.
10 cats surrounding them, and I had to like, hold on, man. But it's like, as soon as I went
You
over there,
with
I
us.
knew it was him because I know his personality. I know he get in the club, he mess around and hit somebody and get the elbow in, and then it's on.
Wrong guy.
But it was funny. As soon as I seen that crowd, I'm like, my partner is in that circle.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
and we had those people, and like I said, fortunately, my folks, we still folks to this day.
Yeah.
And we talking about 20+ years ago.
yeah,
But you know, we was young,
yeah.
and we
Well,
were
I
going
mean, shit,
parties
Frisco
all
belongs
over.
to
We
them,
go
but
to
you never
Frisco.
can have a
We
friend that's just
go
gonna be straight
Yeah,
up.
everywhere.
all over. You
Yeah.
know, we going everywhere,
Yeah, yeah.
doing shows, and chilling, and doing shit, and that's just what it would be. Even on the block, same be like, dude, you loaded, chill. But like I said, to this day, it's a good thing. Like you said, the people you have around you.
Yeah.
So us being around him was dope.
Well, it's
For
a
him.
personality. His personality outside was valued him.
Oh yeah.
That's what
He
saved
was
him.
a good
That's
nigga.
what saved him. He
He
was
was a good
a
dude.
cool dude. He just couldn't
Good
handle his
dude.
liquor.
Right.
You know, that's,
Yeah,
I mean,
and I
sometimes-
have friends like that too. Like
Yeah.
they be the coolest person, but it's like when they drink,
When they
they
drink,
turn
Yeah,
to a
when they
different
was
person.
with the shit.
These motherfuckers got
They turn to a different
hospitality.
person.
They're cool.
Yeah.
They got your back.
Yeah, I mean, it's
All that
family.
shit.
We family.
But when
We
the
I
niggas
think I
family.
even went through them motherfucking kind of phases.
Yeah.
We all do though. I mean,
I
it's
know I
life.
did.
You know, it's
Yeah.
life, man.
It is.
You know.
I mean, you can't go through this alcohol and weed without making mistakes.
You show me a motherfucker who ain't made a mistake. I show you a motherfucker who ain't lived.
Yeah,
You know. Sometimes I just look back at old posts or I see old pictures. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, man, I grown, man. You know, like when I look back when I was in my
Oh, hell
20s,
yeah.
I was like, wow, like I was the
wow.
type of cat. Anybody tell you that know me, like when I was in my 20s, like anybody, I go to a party, anybody say anything, I was ready. But like now, you know, I'm older. Like I think before I
You can
act
talk
now.
your way out of it
Because
now.
now I got too much to lose. I got a wife, I got kids, so like I got too much
So
to
much
lose.
to lose.
So if you
Yeah,
go
but,
out,
back,
it
but
has
when
to
I was
count.
younger, I wouldn't
was
care.
ready.
I was that cat and like, my partner come, hey, we got a problem, let's go. What's going? But now it's like I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah,
I ain't
like,
got time
you
for
know,
that shit.
I
Yeah.
think even for the simple fact, you know, I value my job.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I know
And then
I'm
John,
always
we'll be
need a
having a
motherfucking
party
paycheck coming.
maybe next month. We'll talk.
Yeah, I know I need a paycheck coming in at all times.
Exactly.
And you know, and on top of all of that, I can't take steps back anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I done took enough steps back. You know, every step at this point, I ain't gonna say it has to be a leap, but I better be like, if I take a half a step back, my next step better be 2 steps forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if not, one step. You know, I have to be in a mental place where, you know, I know I'm going for progress and improvement.
For
Right.
sure.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah. And
That's
Deshaun,
what
what
it's
you
about.
laughing at? Somebody talking shit in the comments? Let's get back at some of these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Pharaoh. Okay.
So Pharaoh wasn't here. I see Pharaoh on the thing when I be here. He ain't here tonight.
Pharaoh said Chico got drunk and started running with these dudes called the Grammy Boys. We get drunk and fight. Pharaoh probably in his office in there.
That very well might be.
That's funny.
Yeah. But I mean, it's all about growth, you know. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, life is a blessing, you know.
Yeah.
We done been in situations that could have went way left, and they didn't.
Yes.
You know, that's by the grace of
My
God.
brother
You know,
Chad
it's hot.
watching. What's up with brother Chad?
Yeah, shout out to everybody watching. You know, man, say what's happening. You know, I shout y'all out. This is what we
Yeah,
do.
man, it's a beautiful
We
thing y'all
interactive.
doing here, though, man. I'll be watching y'all every week, man. I'll be checking y'all out time to time, man. Like I told Deshaun, man, we need more of this in the community because you know you got all these other podcasts, but we need something for our home base where people can relate to what we do. So I see you guys. They got the No Vultures podcast as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, we need that in this community. You know, people need a voice they can relate to. You know what I mean?
It's so important, man.
Yeah.
Again, you know, on another note again.
Yeah.
What's up with your boy Lil Boosie?
Man, you know, Lil Boosie, man.
Hey, man, I just seen one of that boy video. Boy, that motherfucker had me laughing so hard.
I seen
What he
his,
doing a new one? Because you know Lil Boosie do something new every day.
The one with the what's old girl? The one you showed me the video for? The song they just Cardi B and old girl.
Oh,
wow.
No, that was Plies you talking about.
Oh, that's Piles. I'm sorry.
Plies. That was
damn.
Plies.
No, that was Piles.
Plies that did his version of the WAP.
Oh, he did? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No,
He
yeah,
did-
your
he
boy
got it.
Lil Boosie, he do be talking a gang of shit though.
He do though.
Boosie, I seen something that said Boosie got his IG snatched. They
probably did.
they deleted his shit. So that's another thing that goes back to the
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow. You see that
video
we
yet?
getting censored. Oh yeah, I seen that video. That was a nice video, by the way.
did.
Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
Yeah, that was a wonderful video.
Taking
That
us
was
back
awesome.